Hey everybody, it's been about 4 weeks since I last put out a video, so I thought I'd do a quick New Year's check-in, discuss my top 5 albums of 2024, and touch on a couple other things before I go. Yeah, it was definitely a busy November and December for me, work stuff, personal stuff, but I'll always come back around to making these videos. I'm one of those guys that in my 41 years on this earth, I have never had a social media account of any sort. No, not even a Facebook page 20 years ago. It's just not the kind of guy that I am. But music and metal are my passions, and people in my personal life don't really care about this stuff. So it's always a pleasure to be able to get on here and talk some metal. And thanks for checking these videos out, those of you that do. So my number 5 is Emerald Fires Atop the Farewell Mountains by the Italian progressive death metal band Cosmic Putrefaction, released on Profound Lore. Death metal through and through, but kind of feels old, kind of feels new. A little bit of black metal sprinkled in there. Amazing playing, amazing use of keyboards, and most importantly, never gets old. Number 4, Absolute Elsewhere by Blood Incantation. Some people love them, some people hate them. I just can't deny this album. I love it from beginning to end, and I bought this album back upon its release in October, and not 1 week has gone by where I have not given it a full concentrated spin from beginning to end in the car. So definitely a marker of a great album. How long does it stay in the car stereo? And obviously Blood Incantation doing big things right now. I wasn't even able to see them when they came through Toronto last because the show was sold out. I'm sure they're selling out shows all across the world, but I hope to see them again sometime soon. Muntatuja, the new album by Aranci Pazuzu, who I should also mention were my top artists of 2024 on my Spotify Wrapped. Again, this album has endless lanes to discover. Hear new things every time. Maybe a theme of the last 3 albums I've talked about. But another masterpiece from this Finnish band. It's great music for any time. Great for background listening. Great for concentrated listening. Great for the car. Great to fall asleep to. Love these guys. Number 2, Deceased, Children of the Morgue on Hell's Headbangers. Deceased are one of my favorite metal bands of all time. Another classic album. It's a little bit different. It is the Deceased of the last several albums that we all know and love, but an increased use of interludes and a change in lyrical direction, moving away from the horror movie discussion towards the horrors of real life. And looking into 2025, I'm definitely going to be seeing Deceased live in March when they come through Toronto opening for Coroner. Wouldn't miss seeing Deceased live, and while I'm not a Coroner fan, I like them, but I just not a big Coroner guy. You don't see them touring every day, so definitely a cool thing to check off your metal checklist. And the Velvet Underground, that's a great venue. I always enjoy going there. So, speaking of Velvet Underground, that's where I saw Paul Bearer. The last time I saw them, that was hands down my top show of the year. And Mind Burns Alive, my top album of the year. I had a very cold reception to it at first. A couple songs I straight up didn't like, and I thought the rest of it was just okay. Every listen I like it more. The lyrics are amazing. The style change, I'm embracing it with open arms now. I love this album from beginning to end. And I'm sure it won't be long before they come through town again. Hope to see them again in 2025. That'll be about 10 times I've seen them live at that point. What else do I have to talk about? Live shows for 2025. Untergang. Definitely got to check that one out in February, not too long from now. When I got my Christmas bonus, I bought the tickets for the Metallica 2-night concert in Toronto, where they have different opening bands and no repeated songs. Prices were way too high at first, but the ticket prices came to a level I could deal with, and I got those for my son and I, so I'm really looking forward to that. And that's about it. Movies for 2024. Nothing too original here, but Smile 2, I loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Civil War, I thought that was great. And then my number one, no surprise, Nosferatu. Saw it the second day it was open, just a couple days ago. I will definitely be seeing that at least one more time in the theater. 4 for Robert Eggers. Can't wait to see what he does next. Thanks for joining me today. Have a happy new year, and I'll see you in 2025.